Hey everybody, Harold from Buckeye Light Reviews, and I have got a good one for you tonight. This is my hammock tarp. I'm watching my guidelines here. It's my hammock tarp, and underneath that is 400 lumens of awesomeness right now. I wish you could see how much of an area this actually has lit up here. It's massive. But that's the new CL26R from Fenix. This is an exciting little lantern that has side light, bottom lights, red lights, flashing lights, directional light, magnetic. It has the ability to hang. It's IP66 waterproof and dustproof, or water resistant that is. Phenomenal little light. Weighs mere ounces and can seriously light everything up, and that's the wind blowing. We get wind out here, you know. So let's go here and take a look at this thing. I gotta turn it down first. Bear with me. I do these reviews in real world circumstances. It's often, a little trickier to do what I do. It's more of a dynamic environment, and I can't always be too butter smooth with it, right? Especially if I'm tripping through mud and guidelines, it's a little harder to be smooth with it. So the light, as you can see, of course, it's hanging. We'll cycle through some modes here. So we're going to turn it off. And this is what I see. This is pitch black. It's kind of dark out tonight. So we're going to turn it on. There's your highest mode at 400 lumens. At the lowest mode, you'll notice that the light's on one side. Okay, that's more of a direction. I believe that's 40 lumens right there. But it's kind of nice if I want to point it away like that. It's still lighting stuff up, but it's not too bright. But you can see it's directional. Now once you start stepping it up, it starts to go up in intensity. So now we have our bottom light. You got two modes for your bottom light. Low, and then a high. Then it goes back to this. And here's another feature of the light. Oh yeah. Spooky red. And of course a red flash. Then you just double press, you're back out of it. The directional light, now this is nice for people who are, maybe you're sharing a shelter or something, or a large tent. If you have a way to hang this light, it's almost like the lights that you would see on an airplane where they point down and they don't disturb your neighbors. This is kind of how that directional lighting works. Really nice super feature from Fenix on this. Here's your high mode, which is plenty bright. Then this. Now we're going to take this outside, and I'm going to show you just how much this thing can really light up. Be a little careful here. I gotta get my headlamp on. And the headlamp I'm using is the HM50R. About to see this puppy in all of its glory here. Oh yeah. So we're gonna find us a good little tree here. Just to hang it from, so you get a better idea. And this campsite's a bit of a mess. We've had an awful lot of record-setting rain, so it's been very difficult, trying to do anything because of the rain. It's been horrible. All right, let's see what this thing can do. And we're going to step way back when it's on high. Let's take a step back over here. Keep going. Now, I am roughly 30 feet away from that lantern. You can't see it so well on the phone, but I can see the leaves. I can see the sticks. Like there's a stick right there. Yep, right there. I can get a good idea of the lay of how the ground looks. Obviously, I can see all the trees around me. See the limbs right in front of me. Obviously, closer in, you know, it does a much better job. Pardon me there. So that's on high. Well, that's on low directional. I can still see the ground. Again, it's directional. And that's what I like about doing these the way I do them. These reviews. It's not like the same old freaking review, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm actually out here doing something. Now, here's the directional lighting we were talking about. You'll notice that at that angle, you can't really see the light, but there you have it. Can't really see it, but there it is. And there's the hot spot. So, turn it on high. Gives it a nice little boost. Again, can't see the light from a side angle, but from the side angle, there's your light. Double click. Now we're into red. On red, you only got two modes. You have red, and then you have red flashing. So we're going to go through these all again. Quick double press when it's on. Get you into white mode. Quick double press when it's on white. Will get you into red mode. Vice versa. So that's turbo. That's bright. That's low, which will now cycle into the bottom light. Double click. There you have it, folks. So we're actually going to navigate around with it a little bit now. Oh, battery indicator. Let me see if I can get that to come back on. Yep. When the light is off, okay. I know it's dark right now because it's kind of dark out here. But when this thing is off, double press the power button. And you'll see a battery indicator light up with 4 lights. 4 is like 100%. If you saw 3, 75. If you saw 2, 50%, etc., etc. So I could use this kind of like, look how bright that thing is. Isn't that crazy? Use this kind of as a directional light. Like I could actually walk around with it. Just some of the color renditioning. Of course, you can place this thing way up in a tree. Or in this case, stick it in, wedge it in a tree, like so. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. This is a nice little light, guys. I like it. It uses an 18650. I don't think it'll use 123s, two 123s. I don't think this is the headlamp. In case you guys are wondering, this is the HM50R headlamp right here. It's about 70 foot up right there. The tree back there. So far, I'm liking this light quite a bit. I'm pretty impressed with it. I like it a lot. Is it? Oh yeah, here's another thing. You'll notice there's a little screw top here, right? So you can screw this right onto a tripod. I have my trekking poles over here. This will give you a good example. So like these are my trekking poles that are holding my tarp up in porch mode. But just pretend that's a bipod. And voila. So kind of like that. So yeah, if you have like a little mount for your whatever cameras with a little screw bottom, that'll pop right in there and get it to focus here. There we go. This is magnetic, by the way. So yeah, just screw it on there and go. It is magnetic, which is nice. So I'm a fan of it. It's a nice little lantern. It's lightweight for its size. I like it. I do. I'm a big fan of this thing. I usually use its slightly smaller brother. I think it's the CL26R. It looks like a lipstick. It's so tiny. But I'm a fan of it. So again, I know these videos are a little awkward when I do them. So I just kind of shoot from the cuff from it. I'm not really it's not really scripted, to say the least. So it's not necessarily scripted, but I don't always like doing the same old review in the same old format. I do enjoy doing reviews like this because it's a different way of doing a review, and I think it's a little bit more real world. So I do hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit fumbling around with it, but that's the CL26R from Fenix. Cheers.